Yo, my book says we all have to die. The decree comes from the Most High. If you hear something else, it's a lie. There is only one way, so don't try to get in another by having strange lovers. Being a whore will get your secrets discovered. Scabs on the heads of the daughters and mothers. There's only one God, why serve ye another?
The Native Americans were following this exact Levitical law before the white men got here and exposed them to the Bible. We followed the laws of the Bible not because we read the Bible, but because we are actually the Hebrew Israelites, and the laws of the Bible were passed down to us verbally from our forefathers to our parents and taught to us from the time we were little children. But how did we fall from strength? Why did we forget who we are? In the ancient time, before we came to America, we refused to serve the Lord. So he punished us, but he is going to build us again if we do as he commanded us. This is the biblical prophecy of how our people fell from grace for a moment. Genesis 49:19, Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. The troop that overcame the tribe of Gad was the United States 7th Cavalry under Andrew Jackson at the Battle of Wounded Knee in 1890. In the end, we will return to overcome our oppressors who stole this land and dignity, simply by coming back to following all the laws and commandments. Black, Native American, and Latino history begins in Israel. Jews, people of the tribe of Judah, black people, fled Israel into Africa, fleeing Roman persecution under the Roman general Vespasian and his son Titus in 70 AD. You can read this in the book From Babylon to Timbuktu by Rudolph Windsor. And you can also read this in the Bible in Luke chapters 19 verses 41 through 44 and Luke chapters 21 verses 20 and 21. The Jews settled on the west coast of Africa, where they were later carried away into captivity in the transatlantic slave trade. You can read this in the Bible in Joel chapters 3 verses 1 through 6, Deuteronomy chapters 28 verse 68, and Psalms chapters 137 verse 1 through 4. Psalms 94. Native American tribes left the Middle East in 721 BC and later became the indigenous people of North, Central, and South America. You can read about this in 2nd Ezra chapters 13 verses 39 through 46 in the original King James 1611 Bible. Let's talk about our Aztec brothers. In Genesis 49 and 14, Issachar in Hebrew means he is hired, is a strong ass known for labor at every construction site throughout the U.S. There are restaurant employees, our mechanics, our fruit peddlers, our heads of state, doctors, business people, etc. Couching down between two burdens, North and South America. Also, our Aztec brothers are known for juggling jobs from 9 to 5 to a side job, and he saw that rest was good. Siesta. 1 Chronicles 12 verse 8, and of the Gadites there separated themselves unto David into a whole to the wilderness, men of might, and men of war fit for battle, that could handle shield and buckler, whose faces were like faces of lions, and were as swift as the throws upon the mountains. Identify your people biblically. David said, through thy precepts I get understanding. Each verse is like a hidden clue to the mystery which is in the Bible. Deuteronomy chapter 33 verse 20. And of Gad he said, bless, be he that enlargeth Gad. He dwelleth as a lion, and teareth the arms with the crown of the head. This is the Native American crown. The feathers of the crown were used to break the skin during the blood brother pacts. Numbers 15 verses 38. Make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they may put on the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue. Here's a picture from the 1800s of a beautiful little Gadite practicing her skill with the bow. First Chronicles chapters 5 verse 18. The sons of Reuben and the Gadites and half the tribes of Manasseh, of valiant men, men able to bear buckler and sword, and to shoot with bow, and skillful in war, were 440,760 that went out to war. Psalms 55 and 20 is a biblical prophecy of the white man breaking innumerable peace treaties with the Gadites. Psalms 55 and 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. Do not follow Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is a time to remember all that we have and the genocide that it took to get it. Isaiah 65 and 11 says, But ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table, the thanksgiving table for that truth, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. That number is the 7th Calvary. In schools, they have our children celebrating the commemoration of the psychopathic murder of our people and the robbery of our land. What's thankworthy about that? Thanksgiving? I'm a Native American, a smart Native American. Why in the world would I celebrate Thanksgiving or even have my children celebrate Thanksgiving? The evil day that commemorates the murder of over 77 million of my people by psychopaths who stole our land. That's just crazy. That would just be as crazy as our black brothers and sisters celebrating a day called Slavery Day. That doesn't make any sense. Neither does it make any sense for a Gadite, a warrior, to celebrate Thanksgiving. In the end, we will return to overcome our oppressors who stole this land and dignity, simply by coming back to following all the laws and commandments located in the King James Bible. Revelations chapters 2 verse 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Here's some books to read. History of the Indies of the New Spain by Fray Duran, and Black Indians by William Loren Katz. And I hope you email me for a copy of my flyer. Thank you. Shalom.
Surrounded by these lines like Daniel's Den. Wicked tripping cause the roof about to cave in. Wartime, yeah, it's almost time to get it in. Make up your mind cause it's time for decision. On the fence like a picket, most I don't favor the wicked. They so blinded by big pride, they do not seek the most high. Maneuvering they muscle in the attempt to keep us quiet. Perverted what they speak so they words are like cyanide. Death upon they breath. manna like fertilizer, mulch like buried bodies hit off in their throat. So disrupt about corruption, deliver to destruction, overcome with the consumption of making war with our Lord. They see soon approaching, oh the day to be no more. But we ride for the widow, crack baby, and the poor. Yeah, can't wait until they rain fall, and we seeing cloudy skies, that's how they forecast. Trying to stay up in these scriptures as we focus. And we got some great news for the righteous, who keep the ways and they walk in the likeness of the Messiah, Yeshua, and the Christ seed. Yeah. Ain't no need to covet. Kingdom ain't got no budget. Blessings not contingent. No, you solely passing that bucket. They just all about they duckets. Bottom line, they puppets. Manipulate the word, take the word, then corrupt it.